Hello,
Hello,
hello, hello. Welcome
hello.
back to Exceeding TV. I'm Reek and
I'm Christy Elaine.
Christy Elaine tonight, y'all. She's gonna give a new name every time. It's okay. You're back.
I'm back.
She's here to stay, y'all. She ain't back no more. She's actually
Somebody pray for me. Okay. Yeah, we had rehearsal tonight.
okay. Yeah, that is. I like that song. We are going to jump right into it. Tonight's episode is called "What Is Love."
I was gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it.
What you gonna do? Oh, what's love got to do it? Got to do it. The song said, "What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Oh, come on.
Don't hurt me
Y'all, please.
no more. What is love?"
Let's get on.
Okay, all right.
You tripping.
What
Goodness.
is love?
Hmm.
What is love? Christy, what is love?
Unconditional.
True that. Very true.
Love is unconditional.
Unconditional. Yes.
For God so loved the world
that He gave His only.
We can stop right there.
His only. That is true.
Love. That's true love. He gave His only. That means that He gave His last. That means He bankrupted Himself.
For you and for me.
For you and for me. That's unconditional.
Come on. That's
love. Yep. That's love.
Absolutely. Like that kind of love, like, is like, it's kind of hard to describe how it feels, because I think for a long time, especially when you're out in the world, you know, like a certain type of love.
Right.
So until you're actually exposed to God's love, you only know a certain type of love, like a conditional love. But then when you get over to the side where God is like, I want to love you unconditionally, you like,
yeah,
I don't know about that. Like, I found myself like comparing God's love to man's love.
There's no comparison.
It's no comparison, right? Realistically,
it's dead in the water.
It's no comparison. But me being new,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, not new to accepting His love, because of course He got the whole world in His hand. Like, you hear all of these like songs and stuff when you're little, especially if you grew up in church. You know all of these little bitty songs and yes, Jesus loves me. You know all of these songs, but do you really know that Jesus loves you? Like, do you really know that God loves you the way He loves you until you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I found myself, when I heard this, because we were sitting here, we was talking about it last week, and it was just like, he was like, what is love? Like, I'm love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just like, it's hard because there are two different types of love. It's the right love and wrong love, really. It's not even necessarily, because love is unconditional. God is love. Right. That is the standard for love. Right. So what do you think is the blockage?
Well, you said something a second. You said the standard. That is the standard.
That's it. That's
God's love is the standard. So regardless of, and you just said it, because you have God's love and you got the way the world loves, which is God's love. We figured out is unconditional.
Unconditional love.
He gave it all. He bankrupted Himself because He loves you. Ooh. And then you got the world's love is say, I love you today.
I might love you tomorrow.
I love you today, but I ain't gonna love you next week.
I love you today. I might not love you the next hour.
I might not love you the next second.
In the next 2 minutes.
In the next 2 minutes.
I'm gonna be done with you.
I'm done with you. So
absolutely.
That's why we say you. That's why I can see what you're saying. There's two types of love. Yes. But God's love is the model. of what
of
love should be.
Agape love.
Agape love.
Yes.
Because I'm just gonna tell you, at the end of the day, you might not like them,
but you better love. When Apostle said that, when our Apostle said that, he was like, "You ain't gotta like me. You do not have to like me, but you better love me, because that is a requirement.
That's a requirement.
It is a requirement.
And you can say that. I can see now. You can say that it's because God so loved the world. So if He so loved the world, He created me, and I'm one of His children, and I'm looking at you saying, "I don't love you. I don't like you or love you.
You're made in my image. How you gotta
absolutely." So now you just saying, "Well, God, guess what? I know." That you gave your only begotten son. I know you did that for me, but I don't care. I'm gonna still do this, but I'm still gonna handle this how I do it.
That's the blockage. You answered the question without answering the question because you feel like you got a choice.
Yeah.
You think that you have a choice. That is the blockage that you experience in love, is that you really feel like you have a choice whether you want to love people or not.
Right.
Like, God is love. You're made in God's image.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's over. That's the end. That's the sentence. You can put a period at the end of that sentence. He called you a lot of great things, but at the end of the day, God is love, and you are made in His image.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
You have no choice.
And the longer you think that you have a choice, the worse it gets.
Well, and I can understand that because I thought I had a choice. And I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
Is that, and we talked about it a little bit on the last episode, probably how we got here.
Yes.
But I thought I had, even though I knew the concept is like to love somebody, like you got to have God in you.
Yes.
Because that's how you can say, I don't like you, but I love you.
That's the God.
Because you got God in you.
Yes.
Okay. So I thought that I had a choice. I thought that my choice was I can choose to love you how I want to love you.
So you're saying it's different ways.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can choose to, like you said, I can choose to love you right now, and then
that's true.
And choose in the next second not to love you again.
Okay.
And then I can call you back tomorrow and be like, love you.
I love you.
You know. So there's no choice. Like this topic right here is basically, for me, it's cut and dry.
What is love?
John 3:16. It's cut and dry. It's cut and dry. Like you don't have a choice.
Yeah, like you don't.
It's non-negotiable when it comes to that.
Non-negotiable.
When it comes to that, it's non-negotiable when it comes to that.
Like, and it's so, God, I love how God works. I just I love it. So I hadn't transparent moment. I've been reading my word, but I have not been going with my plan that I made to go through all the gospels, right? So I would read a word every now and then, but I'm like, the Holy Spirit was like, go back to the spot that you were at. So I go back to the spot that I was at. And I'm in Mark, and it was like when, I don't know exactly what it was, but it was like the Pharisees were trying to trip up Jesus. And they were like, what's the greatest commandment? And the first one that he said was, love God and only God. And then love your neighbors. And he was like, there's none greater than these. And I said, God, on the day that we're going to record what is love, and it's just like, God is he's very cut and dry about.
He's very serious about that.
He is very serious about love thy neighbor. He's
serious about that. He's very serious about that. He ain't playing with that.
He's not playing with us, y'all.
He's not playing when it comes to that.
Non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable.
And that was in red, so you know what that means. That means Jesus said it. That Jesus.
Absolutely.
Come on now. Absolutely. Like that's non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable.
And it was just, I was like, wow, God, like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And to read that account of that love, how much Jesus loved us. Because, I mean, he said it.
Yeah.
God, take this cup away from me.
Yeah.
But nevertheless.
Nevertheless.
Oof. Nevertheless. Not my will, but thine will be done.
That's love.
He loved us.
He loved us. That's what I said. That's what I said. This topic is basically cut and dry.
It's just, it is what it is.
I mean, you can go through chapter after chapter and find the love
and the
unconditional.
You ain't even gotta say the word love,
right?
And you can find the love.
Find the love.
The love is the action.
The way he that was a good one. Let this cup pass from me. Because baby, I don't know. It probably was giving.
It's giving.
Pass on.
I don't know.
Keep it moving.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. So that right there alone.
Come on. The way he heals. What he saves.
The way he heals. The way he delivers.
He saves you from yourself.
Right.
He sent the children of Israel into captivity. Like, y'all finna mess this up. Let me send y'all over here. Let me get this together.
Right. Like,
that's
like
love.
He loves you so much. Like, he didn't get tired of loving you.
Ooh, that's it.
He didn't get tired of loving you.
Because people get tired of loving you all the time. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely.
I get tired of loving some people.
Well, you heard my testimony behind that. I was bad enough to tell God, I ain't doing this.
Not you told God.
Yeah, I ain't loving like this no more. Not doing it. No. Don't ask me. You know my testimony about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look where it got me.
Look at
it got me nowhere. But it
back to loving.
Back to loving.
Come on.
Back to loving. So that tells you that tells you right there alone that it's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Like I did. That's my testimony with that. I told God, I said, I'm sick. I'm sick.
Be honest with God, y'all.
And tired of loving people like I love people. Yeah. I'm sick of it.
I feel that.
I'm sick of it.
And see, because your love, we talked about that. We touched on that. Your love is like,
yeah.
It feels like it just, and it just sit on you. Like it's you really like if you want to. I'm trying to tell you for real, y'all. Like I've never met a person that loves like you.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
I ain't never met a person
thing or a bad thing because we all supposed to
love
like that.
Can we just put it in the chat box? It's me.
It's me.
I want to know who you are, cause I need some encouragement.
Ooh, child. But you know what?
I need some encouragement.
Stupid, but
ExceedingTV viewers, encourage your sister
in
the Lord.
In
so I can
Lord.
keep moving, please. And not let this cup pass from me, because it's giving cup pass, but no,
it's not giving cup pass. It's not. But
it's giving cup pass right
it's
now.
So crazy because you is funny. My type of love is like a reflection. Like it's an unconditional love in a sense where it's like I love you. I'm getting to a point. I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting to a point of just like love them anyway. I didn't tell you to do anything else. I didn't tell you to judge them. I didn't tell you to figure it out. I didn't tell you to understand them. All I told you to do was to love them. But what I notice about, especially like I say with you, because I've never felt a love like your love before. Like, you know, I felt a motherly type of love. You didn't have to love me. Like, I felt that, and it reminds me of my dad, because it's like, you came in, I was 5, like, and you just, I love you. Like, I love you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to be there regardless. That's just what it is. And it was just like, even that love, it was similar to that, because that's basically what you told me. Like, I'm going to be here. I love you. Hey, you need me. It is what it is. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. Like, if we're locked in. So what I found out was that when I show people love, how their love feels to me. Like, that's how I can describe it. Like, the people that I love, like, I hope that they can say that their love, my love for them feels like sufficient. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like the people that love on me, like, oh, they love me so deep. And it's just like, you were just like different. I'm like, how do you do that? Encourage her, Lord.
Encourage
her.
Encourage her.
Because I'm just like,
Encourage me, y'all.
How do you do that? And then I watch you love me, and then I watch you love the next person, and then the next person, and the next. I'm just like, I don't know if I would have did that.
Well, and I'm transparent moment. I'll be honest. I did not know, and we touched on it last time a little bit. I did not know that I was really just out there like that, wilding with love like that.
Love.
Like I did not know that until I realized that I really do love.
Yeah.
And then it's not because it had its kickbacks on me and stuff like that. But I found out, like I said, a couple of months ago, maybe not even a couple of months ago, maybe about a month ago.
I really feel like it's been like a strong 5 weeks.
Yeah, a strong
a week and a month.
Yeah,
a week.
Yeah. It's giving like yesterday. Reset. Honestly. It's giving like yesterday. But I found out that, and you said something that actually just helped me again to just kind of like put it on the cake. But I found out that God made me this way. Like,
absolutely.
I'm not saying that my love is any better than your love.
Yeah.
My love is any better than the next person's love.
Absolutely.
But I feel like just how we all have gifts.
Come on.
I think that your love can also be a type of gift.
Yeah.
Like, we know, we said it, John 3:16, so for God to love the world. But I think that sometimes some people, for me, is what I'm finding out, is that I needed this type of love.
Okay.
Because of my assignment.
Okay.
Because of my ministry, my personal ministry. We talked about that a little bit with Star. Like, I needed to love like I love.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that because you don't love like me, that the way you love is wrong.
Exactly.
Or it's not good enough.
And see, that's
or it's not enough.
Like, I'm like, is it? And see, I just heard me when you just said that. I heard me say, like, is it sufficient? Absolutely, because I'm doing love is the game. Love is the thing that you're supposed to be doing. So it is sufficient. Just because you don't love like the next person, doesn't mean that your love is like
your love is not sufficient.
It's not God.
Because
God just say love.
I think that what I'm learning and finding out with encouraging myself in the Lord with the Lord is I'm finding out that my purpose, my assignment
is surrounded.
My personal ministry is surrounded so deeply and so connected with that.
Yeah.
I got to do that.
Absolutely.
If I don't pick up the phone and call you every day, I got to show love to you.
Absolutely.
You got to know. And you got to feel that.
Yeah.
And it's not, and
you
it's
do
not
that
gonna just,
naturally.
Yeah. And I do it naturally. You don't have to ask me to do that for you. I literally volunteer to do that.
And I think that that's why that's why Scar is so beautiful, because it's kind of just like when you find yourself in need of a second chance of restoration, you kind of forget how to be loved. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's the number. I think that so in the natural, so in the spirit. I think that word, that 4-letter word, LOVE, literally drives people crazy.
It drives them somewhere.
And I'm gonna tell you, because I was that one that was like, oh my God, you can't say that word. Like, don't say that.
We do.
Like, you're not supposed to tell them how you love them.
You can't be the first one.
You can't be the first one. Like you got to go 30 years and then you say, I love you.
Yeah.
Where you get that from?
Who told you that?
What I said?
Why you do that?
The Bible said God so
loved the world. Love thy neighbor. You're supposed to come into that situation loving that person already. Into it. Because that's you're one of God's people.
Why can't you go to the grocery store and you go down the chip aisle and you run into a person standing there and you come up with a conversation? This is where we need to get to. I'm not saying that we need to get there.
Get there.
And you have a conversation with this individual. Y'all laughing and talking. Ooh, girl, da, da, da.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to cook. Okay, you get home safe. Love you. Be careful out there. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it?
People can't say that.
That's
because they think that if I tell you I love you, it's like, oh my
God.
Like,
you know what? Listen.
What? It's just a word. It's a 4-letter word.
See,
it's just like cat, eat, drive.
It's a 4-letter word.
It's a 4-letter word. It's a word.
Yeah. That really is
why you get so skittish when somebody say I love you?
Come on.
I love you.
Because it's 2 types of love.
Let's get into that.
Come on.
So,
come on.
Absolutely. And that's why the word love has been tainted.
Absolutely.
Because
tainted
you got a 2-sided coin when it comes to that.
And it should only be one way.
Only should be one.
Yep. It should only
and that's agape love.
That's it.
Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor.
Love them.
Love them.
Period. And that's why even I have noticed believers.
Yeah.
Believers. Oh no, I can't tell that person I love them.
Oh.
Because the world has said, this is what the world, Jesus. This is what the world has said. Oh, I'm delivered. This is so ridiculous.
Come on.
This is what the world has said. The world has said, if I tell you I love you, that means that, I'm just connected to you. I'm just gonna just live.
No straight.
Live. Like I'm just gonna I'm sold out to you.
Yeah.
Like you got me right around the neck. Like you walking me like a dog.
And that's what. Come on,
that's
on.
why it's been tainted. Absolutely. So let's say I'm that person. I'm like, I can't tell this person I love them ever. I can't do that.
In life.
And then somebody come along and say, let me lead you to Christ. Okay. You said, Lord, yes. Okay. I'm a believer. And I done brought that same mentality over.
Because that's what happens.
I can't tell her I love her. If I tell her I love her, that means they got me.
Come on.
I'm real.
Yeah.
They got me.
Because most people make you gotta prove your love to them.
Exactly.
People make you prove your love to them. God just say, God say, my only son, you weren't even born yet.
God just say, I love you. I did this so you can come to me.
So come on.
I did that so you can come to me.
Receive this love.
So you can
accept it. It's a gift. I'm giving it to you.
I'm giving it to you.
It's a gift.
I'm not even
love is a gift from
I'm
God.
not even asking you to let out there and let that cup pass me. I'm not even asking you to do that.
I did that one time.
I'm not asking you to go on this cross. I'm not asking you to walk. I'm not asking you to do none of this.
Except accept it.
Except accept it.
And once you accept it, go give it to everybody else.
And go give it to everybody else. And spread it abroad.
Spread it.
Spread it abroad.
Spread it abroad.
Let that person you know that you love them. Genuinely love them.
Spreading agape love one t-shirt at a time. Come on. Just be.
It's giving.
It's giving.
It's giving.
Just be. That's literally spreading agape love one t-shirt at a time. Because it's God wants you to understand, like, I loved you so much that I gave to you something that did we deserve?
Yeah.
To have Jesus die for us? Like,
and we can't even love nobody.
You can't. What? God, somebody gotta prove to you. They gotta go kill 3 billy goats. Yeah. Like, what? Like,
we don't have to slay the lamb anymore.
Like, come on. Like,
we got to put that blood that don't no more. Just love them. Keep it moving.
I have to do the most. And that's what man's love is. Disgusting.
We got to go 30 years before I tell you
I got to meet all your family members.
I'm delivered.
I got to do all of these things. I got to run a race. I got to go and do this to show you that I love you. But God, God don't got no requirements.
That's crazy.
That's the only requirement.
I just got delivered. That's
the only requirement. God didn't. Imagine if God asked us to prove. our love. No, apply for his love.
Okay. Now, and remember now, he got discernment.
Come on.
Remember, he got discernment.
He ain't just got discernment. He created.
He created the discernment. So he know how the discernment works. So don't come up in there talking about, oh yeah, I love you. I love you. Oh, child, you better get that heart right.
Imagine if just your mouth was the only way that you love people. Come on, let's not stop there. Because, we talk about saying it out of your mouth. Your mouth is not the only way to show people
absolutely
that you love them.
Absolutely.
Why? If we're made out of the God that is love, do we struggle so much with
that word,
love?
Because, and I think too, it depends. I think sometimes too, it can probably even go to how you was raised. Like that word love is it's just one of those words that you just shy away from. Like, oh no,
exactly.
I can't get off into
that. I can't get off into that. That's very true.
Why? Why? I don't know. Y'all put it in the chat box.
Come on, because talk to us.
Chat box. Like, I want to know how you feel about.
How do you feel about
right?
Love?
Like I want to know why you don't say that word.
Absolutely. Because I grew up, my family, we huggers. Like, we are a lovey-dovey.
And see, I'm glad you brought that up. And see, and I think it's more acceptable to a person.
Yes.
That is brought up like that.
Like a lovey-dovey. Because
see, I wasn't brought up, I'm tuck you in, love you, good night. It was none of like, I wasn't like raised like that.
Yeah.
I knew the love was there.
Absolutely. But it wasn't necessarily.
But it wasn't verbalized like, oh, I look like for me, I raised my son like that.
Uh-huh.
When I talk to my son, I leave my son, I call my son before we hang that phone, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Yes, every time.
Every time.
Every time. Yeah.
So now he knows if he calls me, all right, mom, or he texts me, all right, mama, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. It's you instill that.
It's natural. It comes natural to him.
And I think that does have a lot to do with it because, like I said, we are a very lovey-dovey kind of family. Yeah. So we're kind of just like, and then especially me being, I think we talked about this one time before. Like my primary love language is verbal. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If I say I love you right here, I'll get to the car and be like, all right, love you, sister. Yeah. I get in my car, we'll start talking again. I'll be like, all right, love you, sister. I'll say I love you like
100 times.
50, 11 times. Yeah. Because that's my love language. Like, I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I'm going to show you that I love you and I'm going to say it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And see, mine is just all across the board. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna reassure you. Yep. I'm gonna make sure you.
Come on, do all the sures.
Make sure you. I'm gonna be there. It's across the board. Like there's like no point.
Stop. Yeah.
There's like it's like I'm gonna cover all bases.
It's so crazy because I believe like. When you think about love languages, you think about like how people want to be loved. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think with you, it's like I've watched you like you do all of the different things. That's I don't know.
And and that's another thing that because like you brought up and you're like and I think that's another stoppage and another blockage that people have when it comes to that word because it's like you said. My love language.
Yes.
Well, I like to ask a question then. Okay. What was God's love language?
Ooh, you're right.
Did he have a love language?
No.
Because if you think about it, if he had a love language,
I mean, it would be different.
He probably would have said, I'm not letting this cup pass up out of here.
Absolutely. You're right.
They over there cutting up like that. They over there blaspheming and cutting up and won't come to me, won't accept me. If he had a love language, he'd probably be like,
I just got to leave. But I think
he might say, let it roll that beautiful bean.
Roll that.
Roll that beautiful. I'm finna go home.
Stop.
I'm gonna go over here
But
to my tomb.
you know what? Because I ain't think about it like that.
Up on this mountain. I don't know.
I didn't think about it like that. But I think about when I think about love language. Of course, I know that that's a man-made word. But when I think about love language, I think about it's kind of just like, no. All right, Holy Spirit, you're right.
God didn't have no love language.
He didn't. And
he just loved.
And that's the thing, because it's just like when you think, what I was gonna say was that when you think about love languages, it's like how you receive love the best. When really we are made of love, so we should receive love however we should receive and give love.
Love is, love does.
Love is, love does. And it's kind of just like there are different ways to show love, and I think that that's where we kind of mix in our things. Like we mix in and call them love languages, because because some people have, like, one of the love languages is acts of service. That's a person with a gift of help. That's how they that may be how they show love, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, that's just my one love language. That's just it. That's all I do.
I'm gonna tell you what I heard. I heard the scripture, and it said, the one that talks about, I come unto my own, and my own receive me not.
That's it.
That's where you get into love languages.
You're right, because Jesus didn't love them like they thought that he should.
Absolutely. But the thing is, though, when he said, I come unto my own and my own receive me not, what I see with that is that regardless of the fact, regardless of it, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna go to them. I'm still gonna love them.
That's true.
They may not receive me. So think about it. How would you feel if you came to me and you'd be like, I love you, sister? I'd be like, and then you'd come back tomorrow, I love you, sister. Eventually, you're gonna be like, I'm coming to her, and she received me not. I holler at you.
You right.
I holler at you.
So you're right.
But God said, I come into my own, and my own receive me not. But I still love them.
I still love them.
I still gave it.
In spite of.
I still gave it.
In the midst of.
I'm still gonna give it.
Because.
You better say that.
Come on, because.
You better say
that's
that.
That's absolutely true. That's unconditional love.
That's unconditional love.
That's unconditional love, and that should be so simple.
You hurt my feelings, but I still love you.
And you know, honestly, I just had to repent about that love language thing. But I have honestly been trying to walk in that. Like, I just love you anyway.
I love you anyway.
I love you anyway.
In spite of, in the midst of.
Honestly,
because God said this is what it
now,
is.
He did not tell me to like you. Now, I don't know, God, if I'm wrong.
Now,
he did tell me.
Well, the thing about it is, because I heard people say, like, how you love somebody and you don't like them. To me, it's not necessarily that I don't like you.
That's true. Okay, you're right.
I just have discerned that it's not giving. It's not giving. It's not giving. I need to.
Fine, just
cool.
I talk to you every single day.
Right. It's not giving. I need to let you know everything that I got going on. It's not giving that.
Yes, but the love is still real.
But I still love you.
I love you.
It's not. Listen, you pick up the phone. Hey, I need a ride to the
Come
store.
on, absolutely.
I'll be there. I'll be there in a sec.
But
don't mean that I'm finna get in this car. We finna.
Girl, let me tell you what happened with me.
Right. That's not what it is.
I feel that, and I think that it's just like I try not to say that a lot. Like, I don't like you, but I love you. But it's just like you have those people where it's just like, I love you. You're just maybe just not even right now. Like, you're not my person.
I'm gonna have to feed you with this
long handled spoon. Like, you're not my inner circle person right now. Like, right. But I still love you. The love.
I have discerned something in this relationship.
That it's not beneficial.
That's not
to my growth.
To my growth. It's not beneficial to me being able to confide in you. Like this.
So that
I love you.
And see, you know,
if you need me, I'm there. Call me, holler at me.
That's kind of.
You need my help, holler at me.
Yeah, because it's kind of just like, that's like a man-made thing too. Because people think like when you love, that means like, oh yes, we're just in love.
Oh God, that's another whole ball game. Right
in
there.
love. I think we confuse love and in love.
What's the difference though? Y'all help me with that.
Please help us, because I think that
help
when
me with that.
when you're talking about you're in love with somebody,
To me again, that's another man-made.
That's man-made. It is very true. But you said it last week where you was like, you fall in love with your assignments.
Yeah, when I say I fall in love with my assignments, that's the word. Okay, let me separate the two. Okay. So let's say I'm talking to you, and I say I'm in love with you. Okay, I'm in love with you, and then I say I love you. What's the difference?
And honestly, I don't know.
Now, you brought the question. You said last week, I said, I'm in love with my assignments.
Yeah.
I'm in love. Ooh, that's two separate words. Come on now.
You ain't got to.
Now, what the world does is they put them together and they use that one word, in love. What's the difference between in love and love? Like, in love means like, I'm just like, and love is,
you better teach me about love tonight.
No, real talk though. Real. Like, what's the difference?
That's very true.
Now, when I said answer your question, when I say I'm in love with my side, that means I'm passionate about what I do.
Yes.
Okay. I care about. I love what I do. I'm in love with this assignment.
Well, see, I don't know if separate words. Yeah, and I get what you're saying. I don't know if that was the context, but I think of like we do, like you said, we put it together. Like you.
Yeah, you put them words together. You see people typing. I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you, but I don't.
Is that a word? LOVEEEEE?
I love you, but I've fallen out of love with you.
Oh God, that's another whole story. Don't even go there. How you?
I love you still, but I've fallen out of love with you. Why are we like this, y'all?
You know what? I had to realize that too, because remember, I think we had this conversation that a situation I was in, and I was trying to make myself stop loving. Like, how do you stop loving somebody? Can't. And that's what a lot of people do, and they get so aggravated and frustrated because you're like, we ain't talking no more. I don't like you no more, so I gotta stop loving you.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
The whole concept of it's just like the whole concept doesn't make sense because of art man-made statements. They're all like falling in love, like
falling in love with you.
Love the cliche things. If you could fall out of love with somebody, you never loved them in the first place. Like, why do we do these?
You want me to tell you? Why? Let me tell you what you need to do when you start. I just tell you what you need to do.
Come on.
Think about if God did that to you. Think about that. The next time you're gonna pull these little ridiculous words up, you gonna get to typing these little ridiculous words. Stop for a minute and say, "Oh Lord, what did God say? I love with you today." That means you gonna take your behind right on out this door. Ooh. And you gonna meet the enemy.
Oh, out the door.
What?
He coming busting through there.
Cover. What a covering that? Because he been in love with you.
He been waiting on that.
Think about that.
The enemy waiting on you.
Waiting. Ooh, God, you feel I love her today. Gotcha.
Got him. That's done. You're done.
What if he did that? What if people like, oh, I'm in love with you?
Wow.
Oh, I just love you.
Jeez.
What if he did that? Where would we be?
Oof.
Think about that. Think about that when you're dealing with another person.
Yes. That, man.
Think about where that person is. Think about that person needs that second chance at restoration.
Come on.
They need to know
because of all these man-made things.
All these man-made things.
They don't hold it.
And then they got cut up, then got scarred, then got bruised, because then they got ran over because of all these words that's out there. And it's like, and then they meet a person, like you or me or whoever out there. They meet a person like you, and you just like, I just genuinely love you.
I just love you.
I just love you.
I love you. But
and then
it don't take me long.
They side-eyed it.
Like, I love you.
Well, are you in love with me, or do you love me?
Do you love me?
Do
or
you
do you
love
love me?
or
Are
do
you in love? And honestly, I can raise my hand. You heard me. I told her myself like love languages, falling in love, being in
we
love,
all did it.
just loving. You know what I'm saying?
I've done it. I probably wrote the book on doing it.
It's crazy.
I've been doing this for a minute. I probably wrote the book on all that junk right there.
It's so crazy because it's just like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Our pastor always say that. She was like, you ever just sat down and just like really thought, like, why you do that?
Why you do that?
Who told you to do that?
Right.
Who told
you to do that? What is that?
Who said that? God didn't say nothing about no love language.
No.
God didn't say nothing about
love.
In love.
He said about be in
love.
No, he said fall in love, but he said love them.
It's simple.
Love them. Love them. Love them. Period. In discussion.
In the discussion. And I had to I had to really like process that in regards to people outside of who I know. Like you supposed to love everybody. Right. It don't matter what they look like, what they talk like, what they act like. You can't just pick and choose like, oh yeah, I'm gonna love everybody. In my circle, except this one group of people.
Right,
like,
except my 4 no more. I'm gonna love my 4 no more. I love
everybody, but the people I don't love, like, that's basically what you're saying. Like, that's not everybody.
I'm gonna love my 4 no more.
My 4 no more. I love everybody. And then you forget to leave out in my ministry. I love everybody in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I love everybody in my school.
I love my 4 no more.
Your 4 no more. Well, your 4 may be a little bit more than 4, but if it's everybody.
I tell you what again. Think about that next time you say, I love my 4 no more. What if God picked his what if he said, I'm just going to love these 12 right here. Forget the rest of y'all. Are you going to be now, if you wasn't them 12, I ain't talking to you. But if you ain't if you're not in one of them 12, I'm talking to you. Think about that. Think about that. Think about it. If you ain't in that 12, you on the outside.
You on the outside.
You outside. People
like
that
when they did people in the promised land. Like, oh my God, that looks wonderful over there.
It's wonderful. No. But you ain't coming in.
What?
You're in this 12.
Wow. If God act like us. I thank you, God, for your thoughts being higher.
You might well go into the Shameless Plug.
Fuck your way.
You might well go into the Shameless Plug. Higher. If God acted like us, we would be doomed.
First of all, we wouldn't even be here because we ain't sending our only begotten son.
No.
Hey, y'all better cut it out. You gonna send Al to die for the world?
For the world, not so. Oh, that cup passed. That cup rolled on down the street.
Jesus help us. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
For taking that hard decision away from us.
I ain't walking that road.
Because God forbid he walk up to you and be like, yeah, go take your son up there and
absolutely
he gonna be the
no sir.
He gonna
I'm be polite. I'm be polite, no sir. No sir. Go take no sir. I love you though, but no sir. No sir. I'm gonna tell him, do you see me? Do you see your people and me? I'm gonna sacrifice my only son, and look at me. Look how I'm acting. Oh no. That's why I love God. I appreciate him. He did it for me.
For me.
Yes,
God did it for me.
He did it for me. He did it for you too, but he did it for me.
Because he knew.
He knew I was finna take Al up there. God. Sometimes I do now. Now this week, I've been wanting to take him right on up there. Listen, go cut him up. Because he gonna act right.
Christy!
Go cut him up. He gonna act right. He ain't acting right now.
I ain't
play so. And he is really my only son.
Oh,
He my only child.
Literally.
He my only child. He my only son.
What guy asked you to pull like an Abraham or something?
Jesus.
Like Abraham. Like going up there and
oh Lord. You know what? I can see. Oh God. I know Adam be like, oh, I'm doing it. My mama gonna listen what thus says the Lord.
You kidding? Boy, listen. You better know that. Oh,
I'ma just be like, Al, just trust me. I know Al be like, Mama, no. Mama, are you serious?
Al is literally like
I'm gonna be talking
20 feet taller than her. She gonna have him.
Okay? I'm like, Al, come on, baby. Just trust me. Trust this process.
Trust in the Lord.
I read the scripture that counts. You ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna die.
He'll never leave you nor forsake you. Ram in the bush.
Oh, Al, come on, baby. We got to do this because I got to do this. Ooh. I can see Al face now. I'm talking about screaming. Mama, no. What? Mama, you gonna kill me for real? Al, just trust the process. Come on, baby. Listen, I know. God, I read the account, Al. Come on, man. We got to do this.
You didn't make me snort.
I can see
you is dumb.
I can see my baby now.
See Al like
I can see
you finna do
Mama,
what?
What, Mama? You gonna really kill me?
What?
You gonna really kill me?
Remember everything I told you.
Al, come on, Al. Remember, come on. Trust me.
Come on.
Come on, God got this. We just gotta do this. We just gotta do this. Yeah. Because Al gonna know. I'm going. The Lord. And I know that it's the Lord.
I know.
Oh, God, I'm gonna be shaking the whole way there. Come on, Al. Come on, baby. We got to do this. Come on. I'm gonna be shaking the whole way. I'm gonna be, oh Lord.
I'm goodness. Listen. Cause for real, cause it's some people when he gonna do that. Ain't gonna be Jesus man.
Well, we're gonna take off. Right, we're gonna take off out, gonna get up out of there.
We're gonna get the crib. Yeah, what?
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Thank you, Lord. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did it. I appreciate you.
I just thank you, Lord, because listen. We just don't. We should love like that. We just don't love like that.
No.
Like
we don't.
We just don't love like that, and it's just like it's so weird. It's weird.
Yeah, we don't love like that.
It's weird.
That's what I'm saying. Next time you call yourself, I don't know. Today I am, but tomorrow. When you find yourself thinking like that, think about they had the braces back in the days.
What would Jesus do?
WWJD, what would Jesus do? Maybe you need to pull that bracelet back out
and see.
Right.
What would Jesus do? Like when you find yourself not loving everybody.
Think about that. You out there that got children and got only one child.
Come on.
Think about if that was you that had to go sacrifice your child.
Come on. God didn't have to do that.
God said, I gave my only begotten son.
My only begotten son.
The only one I gave it.
I gave it to you.
I gave it.
I gave it like a gift. It was a gift. Yeah. I gave you a gift because I love you. Mm-hmm. And all I want you to do, I ain't asking you to take your son to the cross, to the cross. I ain't tell you to do that.
I'm not, Bobby. That was your shout out right there.
I'm gonna tag you.
That was your shout out right there.
I'm not asking you to take I'm not asking you to strap no cross on your child bag.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to go use them as a sacrifice. I'm not asking you to do anything. All I'm asking you to do is to love me and love every single person around you.
Right. Absolutely.
That's it. I feel like that is
just love.
That's fair.
Just be. Just love. Just love.
Because if you just be, you are love. God is love.
And you know what I have found out in these last couple of weeks is that it's so much peaceful. It's so much peaceful to just love.
Yeah.
And not try to put a little bit here.
Yes.
Put a little bit love there. But take away the love over here. And substitute it. I found out that it is so much peaceful to just simply love.
It takes less work to just love than to try to figure out and pick and choose.
And I know why. I'm gonna help somebody. I know why. I know why you're saying. I just can't love like that. Like because I back in back in 6th grade, I loved Johnny. And
Johnny
pulled my pigtail and told me he hate me and ran off. And I was just in love with him. So I ain't gonna ever love nobody again. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't gonna love them like that because I may get hurt.
Yes.
You might.
You
absolutely correct. You might get your feelings hurt.
Get out your feelings. Because them consequences.
Absolutely. You might just get your feelings hurt.
Absolutely.
And that's why and that's why God doesn't
deal in feelings.
And that's why he don't deal in feelings right there. Because feelings come and go. Mm-hmm. And love is non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable.
And I had to find out.
Love is not a feeling.
When I realized, absolutely.
Oh!
But they'll be like, I feel like I love
you. Love is not a...
I feel like I love you. You feel like you love me.
And people really say that sincerely.
You hate me or you love me?
I just feel like I'm falling.
I feel like I'm falling in love.
Do you? Do you?
I feel like, yeah. Right.
Do you?
That's where it comes from because little Johnny in pre-K pushed me off my mat.
You have to take him back to pre-K now.
Pushed me off my mat.
So you know you dead wrong for that.
I love little Johnny. And little Johnny pushed me off my mat and put Susie on my mat. And now I'm scarred the rest of my life.
Forever.
I never know nobody again my life again. It happened.
I'm trying to tell you.
It happened.
Absolutely.
It absolutely happened.
Absolutely.
And that's how you get a tainted, right then and there, a tainted perception of what love is.
Absolutely.
And that is not what love is. Because little Johnny pushed you off that mat and put little Susie on that mat. And you mad. That's not what love is.
Mad, yes.
You forever mad.
Absolutely.
I never loved nobody a day in my life.
What?
Never. I ain't ever loved
what?
Yeah.
What? And don't let it happen later on in life. Like, when you get
God.
older and you really start to understand, like, you really feel like...
get in your 20s, 30s, 40s.
Oh, my goodness. And let somebody that you love...
Girl, he hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna
ever love again. I'm gonna die alone. Make my bread, make my cake.
Make my cake and die.
You're gonna make your cake and die. Because...
I'm gonna make this little cake and die. I'm gonna die.
Like... You're gonna really do that because little Johnny still.
I just saw a vision in my eyesight.
Because little Johnny didn't love you.
Yeah,
like you thought.
Like he thought he should have been in love with you.
In love with you, because it all. That's how you get hurt. That's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
We turn love into a feeling.
Absolutely. And if I don't feel like I love you, I don't love you. I don't feel like I love you. That's
conditional.
Not unconditional.
Unconditional.
Conditional.
Those are the two types of love.
You do what I tell you to do, I'ma love you.
Come on.
If you don't do what I tell you to do, if I don't like what you're doing, I don't like
how you act.
I
don't like how you treat me. I don't like how any excuse to do.
That's how you can fall out of love.
Any excuse to do.
Oh, child. It's just it's at the end of the day, it's non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable.
So stop trying to be like
conditioned.
I'm gonna wait 31 and a half years and then I'm gonna love you. I'm 31 and a half. I'm gonna tell you every day I love you.
Let me tell you something.
It's so hard for people to say, I love you.
I love you. And just like we all these cliche little things, love at first sight.
Oh girl, that's a whole nother
love at first sight.
Love at first sight.
Why? Why do we put love in so many different boxes? Like, I really, what box have you put love in? Honestly, I like this. Let's write in the comment box. Like, what box do you think that you put love in? Because there's so many different boxes. Love at first sight, fall in and out of love. Like, if you do this to me, I love you forever. Like, there's so many different cliche sayings that we have dealing with love. And we really don't think about how serious love really is.
It's very serious.
Love is really, really
that is something
serious.
God
is
play with. He don't play with that.
He is not asking. He ain't asking. He's not asking your opinion on any of it.
Right.
But by far,
He's not asking you how you feel about this.
He's not asking about none of that. But by far, it's in there a lot to love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
Like, it's in there a lot. Like, it is. Like, it is in there to love because God operates through love. God is love. Like, that's how you show love. Like, think about it. A stranger walking up to you at the store.
That's what I say, at the store.
And you just like, I love you. Right. And they ain't heard I love you since Johnny in pre-K. But they can feel the God. They can feel God in that I love that.
Yeah.
Is that not what we should be doing?
That's the commandment.
Is that not? You know what I'm saying?
And you, that's what I'm saying. And you don't know what that can do for a person
when you take your conditions off of
right. And I found out I found out and I'm still finding out that you just don't know because the world has put love on this pedestal and at the end of the day God says this is the commandment. This is the model. This is the principle. This is how it's gonna work.
This is what it is.
But we have, you just never know. And my thing is this right here. If you in God, don't you got to know that God love you? That He is not gonna lead you in this blind trap. Like, for an example, like if He tell me, because you know how I love. So that's just like me. I have an assignment. Let's say I got the assignment. He showed me, okay, this is your assignment. I need you to help them to understand that they have a second chance.
Yes.
Like they can be made whole. They can be.
It's not too late. It's never too late.
It's never too late. Yes. It's not too late.
You woke up this morning. You got a chance.
You got another chance. And He sends me over there, and that person, because there it is right there. The scripture says, "Love covers a multitude of faults." So whatever you're going through, whatever that you done went through, you done had to experience, you done felt,
I'm pretty sure
you done whatever it is,
it's in that multitude.
Love can cover that.
Yeah. It's
in the multitude. Talking to somebody that loving kindness do I draw thee.
Yeah, come on.
That's how how you pull a person up out the muck and marry clay. Yes. Love does that. Because I can buy you stuff, I can give you stuff and give you stuff and give you stuff. And guess what? You're gonna keep wanting me to give you stuff and give you stuff to get you up every time. But if I just simply love you and let you know, baby, you
and
love.
That love may show up in a different way. Either way
it may show up in a different way. I just love you. Then what that tells that person is that if they love me like that, let me get up. Let me get some strength.
Yeah.
Let me get some strength. That gives you strength.
Absolutely. And then you think about, because after you get that little, because that was me. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you met me, that I was in a place where it was just like, stink. You know what I'm saying?
It's not good.
But it's just like, eventually what happens is once you start to receive that love from that stranger, like from that person that God sends, it's like, I'm interested on how you love like that. Like I want that when you're not around. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's drawing you to the person that gave you that love. Like, that's what you're doing. You're introducing them to the love. God is love.
God is love. And then
that's the realization that He wants us to have.
And they asking you how you love like that. God did that.
Because it's non-negotiable with Him.
It's non-negotiable. And
Come on over here.
He put it in me just like He put it in you.
Come on. He put it in you. Get to know Him.
You don't have to ever worry about nobody not loving you.
Come on.
There is a man that loves you unconditionally. I had to learn that. Oh, I had to learn.
You don't need
I had to
nobody.
learn that if don't nobody love Christy Elaine,
God.
I know God loves
sure.
me off the top. And
For
that
sure.
strengthens me right then.
Absolutely.
I perk up.
Yes.
Whatever that has happened that has caused me to make me feel like
and the end
I don't like whatever that was that caused me to make me think I don't love, like I'm not being loved or I'm not loved. I think on those things.
Yeah.
God,
come on.
You may not love me, but now you want to deal with that with him and that, it's tough. But I know there's somebody that loves me.
Somebody that loves me.
That encourages me. That gets me up. That's why I can dust myself off. That's how I can get up and dust myself off.
And that's how you can love everybody.
Because
that love is constantly being poured into you.
Yeah.
You should constantly have it to give out. Regardless of whether they receive it, regardless of whether they act right.
Hear this right here. And even if you get rejected.
Come on.
Even if you get, let's say you giving it and giving and you come across one person and they talk to the hand, they reject you. Dust yourself off and keep moving.
What he said? Dust the feet. Dust your feet.
Dust your feet off and keep it moving.
And keep it pushing.
But
I still love you.
I still love you.
And
I think we talked about that. And I mentioned about that rejection.
Oh yeah.
And that rejection can stop a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. Love being
probably the number one top.
The tippy top.
It's on top of the scoreboard,
somebody
baby.
that really dealt with that for a long like that. How I viewed love, like how and it was like for me to grow up, and I mean even now as an adult, my family, my family, like I love you. My mama, my parents don't meet no strangers. We don't meet no strangers. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you come on in. Like everybody can eat. Everybody can. You know what I'm saying? I found myself outside of my 4 and no more dealing with being rejected in that way. Like it was just like relationships and not knowing that God's love is not conditional. This person's love may have been conditional, or you viewed it as conditional. And I took that rejection and I rejected God's love when I first came. Like that's what I was like, when you first come into it, coming out of the world, you kind of reject that. Like, well, that person, they said they was gonna be there for me too. They said that they weren't gonna leave me either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. That rejection really can cause you to flip it on God and be like, that person told me the same thing. It's impossible for anybody to love me, right? It's impossible. Especially if you have somebody abusive. And let me say that.
So that's why I say this right here, believers. Yeah. Love. Love.
Show that, because you don't know love, because
that love right there for loving kindness.
You don't know what that love will do for somebody.
Displaying the love of God to somebody. Yeah. That draws them.
Come on.
That can draw them.
Because that's what it did. That's what you did. That's what I'm like, you brought me back to God through love. Because I'm just like, I don't understand why you care about me like this. Like, seriously. I'm like, you ain't my cousin. Like, you're not my family member. You know what I'm saying? You're not my family. You're my coworker. Like, and you loved me back to that. And then now it's like, we still, maybe
we 10 toes down.
We 10 toes down for lifers. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that love it was different coming from the outside world. Right. Like, family wise.
Yeah. You expect that.
I expect it. You know what I'm saying? I experienced it. You know what I'm saying? We eat at the table together. We commune together. Like, outside that house, it's just like the world never showed me love like that. Right. Like, it was always something. It was always some type of like negative. Like, you're not good enough. You're not this. You're not that. I don't love you no more because you won't take me somewhere. You won't do that. And it's just like, that is what people are really dealing with. People are really dealing with that. Sometimes people deal with that in their house.
Absolutely.
So how dare they come to you, believer?
Yeah.
And you ain't got no love for them.
No love for you, man.
I ain't got no love for you. What?
That's crazy. That's wild. That's real wild. That's real wild.
And I feel
because
like
how you don't, and you know God love you.
You know what that love feels like. Come on, you know what that love feels like.
Like
you
really
know what that void
love
feels like.
Yeah, you know when you came up there and accepted him, the kind of love you felt.
Because you had to accept that he gave his only begotten son.
Yeah.
You had to accept that. That's the requirement.
Yeah, that's the requirement.
Like,
yeah.
Hey, do you believe that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior? He died. He rose on the third day.
Yeah.
Do you believe that God gave him to us?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
so
you have to believe. You got to believe that. How do you go up there and say
that? And
I believe it.
I don't love you. Oh, I ain't gonna love you.
I ain't gonna love you.
That's crazy.
What is love to you?
That's wild. That's wild.
Ooh.
So what love got to do with it? A whole lot.
A lot. Everything.
It got everything to do with it.
It has everything to do
with it.
With everything.
Everything to do with everything.
Everything.
Love covers a multitude.
Oh,
multitude of thoughts. It covers it.
The aha moment that I had when I was like, "This is my you better start loving everybody." Like you better stop trying to. Was everything that comes out of God's mouth is a commandment. If a man knows to do right, and he does it not, to him that is sin. What does sin come with?
And the older saints say, "Ain't no
sin gonna enter. Not a single."
The older saints,
but God,
no sin gonna enter in.
The only way God deals with sin in the most loving way that He can is consequences. I gotta process you through consequences.
But even in that, when you are in Him,
He
still loves you. You got the consequences, but He's gonna
be right there with you.
He's gonna help you
because it's for your good. Because I love you.
Because I love you.
I love you. I love you. I can't let you.
If I turn that heat up under your butt, that means you're gonna go keep doing the same
Keep doing the same thing.
I love you, don't
stink. I love you too much, don't stink.
I love you, stink.
Let me put you through these consequences real quick.
Yeah, but
and you're gonna come out better than ever.
Right.
Brand new.
Right. What the Bible says. Chasing those
that He loves.
That He loves. He chases those that
He
He
does.
loves.
He corrects.
So even in even in the correct, He still loves you.
Just a little pop.
Yeah,
just a little pop. See, I ain't want no more pop-pops. I'm tired of pop-pops. I am. I can't. I'm not saying I ain't never gonna mess up, but I'm tired of that pop-pop. Like
He chases
picking and choosing. That's a sin. You know to love somebody. You know to love everybody, and you don't. That's a sin. You're sinning.
Yep.
Ooh, you find yourself in a situation. You find yourself in a pickle. Was
it James?
Come on.
James said that.
James said that, baby.
I ain't said.
If you know to do right, you do it.
I don't really like that. I don't really like that either. But James said it now.
It's sin.
It is. James said it. I was like, James.
And when I sat down, when we had that aha moment, when we sat down and thought about that, like that changed how I looked at the things that I do constantly. Like God told you. Love everybody. Mm-hmm. Love everybody. Absolutely. If you do not love everybody, and you know that is the right thing to do, to Him it is sin.
It's sin.
You're sinning. You find yourself in a pickle, it's consequences. Like, think about it. You got to sit. That's why you pull that chair up. What am I doing? Yeah. Why am I still doing? I had to
search your own.
Come on. Let a
man examine
himself.
Search your own.
Humble yourself. Like,
search my heart.
You need to sit down. And that's what I had to do. Like, that's why it's like, I had to do it. I'm like, dang, like, why do I keep, like, it's just keep, just gonna keep going through stuff. I'm just gonna keep. I didn't came to the winning side now. I'm a believer now. Like, it's like, I'm going to go through some stuff. No, you're still sinning.
Yeah.
Because of that one little thing.
Yeah. But that's what to say. What is it about those foxes? The smaller foxes destroys the vine. How it go?
I know. Oh.
Basically, well, my version. Basically,
Christy Lane
version. Basically, it's some little bitty things that you don't think about.
Come on, the little bit.
It's some little bitty things.
It's some little bitty things. Because you're thinking like, I mean, I ain't supposed to love everybody. You meet everybody.
I can just get away with that. That's
everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shameless plug. Because, baby, that's cut and dry right there. This, at the end of the day, you got to do it.
You got to do it. And if you find yourself not.
If you want to hear, well
thy good and faithful servant. Well, listen. Thanks, boy. It's a day-to-day process, but you better listen.
If my father's out there, if you want to hear
many
that.
mentions?
You want to hear that?
You want to go to
one read over your casket. You might want to give, but get that love.
And go and just
absolutely
go ahead and do it. But we are near the end. That was good. Yes. What is love? Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
If we had a synopsis,
period,
love is non-negotiable. Unconditionally non-negotiable.
Unconditionally non-negotiable.
Absolutely. Any final remarks before our shameless plug?
It's love. Do it. Quit being scared.
Don't be scared of love.
Stop being scared of love.
Go reevaluate your relationship with love.
Yeah.
Examine yourself. You might need to evaluate if you have a blockage. If you have a blockage, go find that blockage. Like what? Get to the root.
Yeah, get to the root of it.
Get to the root of your blockage.
Why can't love unconditionally?
Absolutely. Why is my love conditional?
And if you get to the root of it, I'm almost guaranteed you're gonna find out why your love is not unconditional, but it's conditional.
Yeah,
you're gonna find out.
And even if you don't think that you're like, oh, I'm doing good, do that checkup like that, because you might find that your love got more conditions than you think it do.
Well, let me tell you what I got delivered off a guy. If I ain't in that 12, girl.
Who? Listen,
because I ain't in that 12, so I don't want him to love me like that.
I
don't want him to love me like that because I know I'm not in that 12. I'm not in that 12.
My God.
Like I ain't ride out with him in that 12. I'm definitely not in that 12.
I was out there. I was there. If you just like, you know what?
Not in that 12. So
that's it.
That's all he loved with just that 12. We are doomed.
Doomed. But for God so loved the world that he gave his only. That he gave his only. Reevaluate your love. Strengthen your love.
Yeah.
Learn more about love. Search the scriptures. Like you'll find love in every step.
We gave about 3, 4, 5.
Come on, you'll find love in a lot. Love is everywhere. It's everywhere in there.
Because that's who he is. God
is love. Literally.
God is love.
Literally. Was that an English accent? Was that an English accent? I know this wasn't like that was a serious moment.
Now you're gonna ask me about it. Now you know I'm country. Oh, you asking me that?
Okay.
I love my countryness though.
Period.
I love me. I sure do. And that's another thing. Love yourself.
Oh!
Okay, goodbye.
Come on. No. Listen. Listen.
Did you say
I said that on one of them episodes though. Get out your feelings. That was real. That's real though. That's honestly because God, that's what God told me. He was like, I could tell how much you love me by the way you love yourself. I made you in my image.
So that's something to think about. Do you love you?
Do you love you? Because if you love God and you don't love, you can't love God and not love you.
Right.
You got to love what God created.
And it could be because you don't love you, you can't love God.
Oh.
Or you can't love other people.
Come on,
that's really
because that's self-love. That first initial love, that internal, like love God, love yourself, and then you can give that love out. Like you can't give out something that you don't dwell in.
Right.
You got to get to know that love. You got to get to know yourself. You got to love those things about yourself. Right. Love you so that you can that's how you distribute it. That's how you distribute it. Like if you don't know how to love yourself, that's the first step. Like oh, I love you, Christy. What that mean to me if I don't love me? Like it's tainted. That's tainted. That's conditional. Because at any moment that you hurt my feelings, like I be hurting my feelings.
I don't love you no more.
I don't love you no more. I'm done.
Bye, stank.
Bye, stank.
Gosh.
Okay, Shameless Plug. The Shameless Plug for tonight is. She's gonna be mad at me, but she's gonna be alright. Young Creation. Young Creations is my mom's company, and I need y'all to encourage my girl. I need my girl to get on it, cause my mom just had a Shameless Plug with Young's Travel, but Young's Creation, she does custom cups, custom badge reels, custom.
Just say custom across the board.
She does wreaths. She does shirts. She
can do a custom refrigerator.
Fridge. She can do a custom couch.
A custom couch. So this say custom across the board. This a custom chair.
If it's customizable,
is it? Yeah,
she can customize it. Okay.
Yeah.
And she is like she bad too.
You should say it so I could have brought my cup. She don't let me know about this kind of stuff. I be having this stuff, and she don't tell me. So
like the mats and the heads.
Absolutely.
Yes, like what you did to me.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
But yes, mama, if it's customizable, she can do it. I'm putting her information in the caption. Y'all hit her up. I mean, when I say if it's customizable, like you'd be surprised the things
that she can do.
That she can customize with some jewels.
And it's a spirit of excellence.
Oh yes. Oh, she has the most steady hand.
Yeah, it looked better. It looked better than if it came out the factory.
Come on. Period.
Just
come on.
You would think that a person that does something like what she does, and it would have some kind of imperfections.
Absolutely. Man, when I say them stones
like
on them cups,
because see, my cup sits on my desk
straight,
and I be looking at that cup sometimes, be like, put all these little things on his shape. I mean, and it just be lined
like
up.
And that's literally like,
I mean, just
watching her do it.
It's like they all be
perfect.
Like,
she
plans it out. Like, girl, how she did? I picked it up one day. This is true. This is a true story. I picked it up one day and looked on the bottom of it, like, I'm gonna get her. When I tell you the bottom of the rim, it was no stone lipped over on the bottom of the cup. Them stones was nice and neat around there. Like it was none on the bottom. Yeah. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get her."
My mama don't miss. So she don't miss. She don't. She is a perfectionist. Like
not capping.
She is, and she's very particular about. You know what I'm saying? She's a planner. So when she does like her cup, she has a Betty Boop one. I got Hello Kitty. Christy got her signature on there. Her signature on there. She turned it, put the stones on there. Like
my actual signature.
Like she bad, y'all. She bad. So I'm gonna put it's Young Creations. I'm gonna put her information in the captions. So that is our shameless plug for tonight. So we have reached the end of our episode. We just thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We hope that you interact with us. Write in because I like that. Y'all write in the comments. Like, tell us what you think. Tell us what you deal with. Right. Encourage my sister,
encourage me. I need it.
She needs it. Hey,
let
us know.
Encourage me. It's like giving.
It's like it.
I got delivered tonight, y'all. I did. I got delivered tonight. I did. There's some stuff. I'm gonna cut that out.
Period. I'm trying to take for real, honestly, because
I'm gonna cut that out.
Yeah, you got me. You did. I was like, oh, you have to say that. You did it. You did it. But With that being said, good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.